look, I bought my wife a car.
Not again.
All right, I didn't buy her a car, but I did buy a Dodge Daytona.
Daytona.
Yeah. I bought the worst one. This car is an internet whore. It's been for sale everywhere. I just bought it for no good reason other than it looks really good on the back of this ramp truck, and I sure as hell wasn't gonna leave Roadkill nights and drive all the way back to Georgia with an empty bed. That's not good for the environment, that's wasteful. But as a bonus, Michael Wayne Cotten bought 2 cars this week.
Yes,
and this rod-knocking piece of crap is here, and we need to help him load it on a tow dolly so he can get it home.
It's not bad.
So proud of you. Oh, it's bad. It's not that bad.
I like channeling my inner Finnegan this whole week.
Yeah.
So I got 2 for the price of 1 because I didn't have to do this one.
Whatever that math is, I'm in. Like it.
Go team.
All right, let's load it. Look at this. Street legal drag racing on Woodward Avenue. That's my homie Joe Barry in the far lane. I don't know anything about this car here, but you're about to see some wicked burnouts right now. Nice work! Yeah! That was rad. Joe drove around him. So we're at Roadkill nights. We have to drive all the way back to Georgia, and we weren't going to go home empty-handed, so we are about to buy what I believe to be is the world's worst fake Dodge Charger Daytona.
I can't wait to see it.
It's right down here.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in person. I bought it solely off some photos from the internet, and I don't even know if it will fit on the ramp truck. It seems kind of long and low, but we're going to go see it right now. How can we fail? Dulcich is here.
I think it's going to be all win, Finnegan. Anytime you're hauling home the world's worst Charger Daytona, it's got to be a good day, right?
No matter what happens, it's going to be great.
Yeah. Oh, there's this some more. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're about to just photobomb their whole shoot right now.
Uh-huh.
You won't turn the fuel all the way up, will you?
If you get them off, I will do a burnout right here, right now.
No, just turn the fuel up and just smoke the whole crew out.
You turn the fuel up?
There you go. Treated and caged and tubbed, and wow. I don't know how well it was done. Newbern, what do you think?
The car is really rough, but it's still better than death pedal. It's got great potential. Can you see this car going down the road?
It won't stay in one lane, but yeah, I would love to drive this down the road.
None of our cars stay in one lane.
I'm thinking, dude, NASCAR chassis, slide this through the dirt places.
I was picturing it with the tires this wide under the back.
We do either one. We could start that. Go home, put some Pro Street stuff on it.
Next year, change it?
Sure, why not?
That is a big tire in the back of the road. But that's a tire that wheel's worth some money.
That wheel?
Yeah, it's an old center line.
Oh.
Like, yeah, but like you're gonna have to find a wheel that's got a ton of back or positive instead of negative.
Oh, we've got some at home. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna flip the back ramp on this. It's barely on.
Con, would you stand on the rear ramp?
Do what?
Stand on it.
Do what?
Oh, I see what you're. Yeah, he's standing on that side of it.
It's gonna flip. Nah, I'm Superman.
We're good now.
Go ahead, Dave. If I flip, I'm jumping. Dustin will flip.
These cars are really light. Doesn't weigh anything. You're fine. Dude, this looks so cool. Look at that wing.
Is that a real wing? Is this a real wing or a fake wing?
I have no idea. It's on, dude. It is on. It's not on by much, but it is on.
Oh my god.
Dude, it looks incredible.
Man, it looks at home on me.
Yeah.
Well, it's Sunday, the day after Roadkill nights.
And we're all tired. We're exhausted.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Me too.
We should tell that story.
No, we shouldn't. Your chariot awaits.
Put this camera around. Let me tell this story.
No, don't tell that story.
Michael Wayne Cotten, the world's greatest used car salesman, somehow convinced Motor Trend to give him the car that he blew the motor up in that they owned. Not only that, convinced them to give him this leather-wrapped SUV to tow it home with, and here's a tow dolly and some cash to get it there. So we're about to go back to M1 Concourse where Roadkill Nights was last night to get his new chariot. You're a legend. The only thing not legendary about what you did was losing a drag race to a Prius while blowing up the motor in your pig nightmare.
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Are we there yet?
Are they going? All right, well.
There it is. Look. Oh, there it is. Right next to your piece.
We'll edit that out.
I'm sorry.
Right next to the Porta-John.
Yep.
Where's Pepto Dismal?
So right over there. That is a great name I gave it, didn't it?
That engine's gonna sound like this tow dolly.
No, it's not. It just got a little love you got to give it.
You want to put 40 weight in it? It stops knocking.
Go that way.
Oh yeah, we do it that way.
I don't know if you go that way. This way's just blocked. That's the only reason I say go the other way.
Look at that. Nobody wanted to park in grass.
It's right there. Look, Cotton.
I know. I don't have to look. I feel it.
Driving, and I was like, yes, I'm driving Pro Street, baby, across the world.
And then I was like,
Pepto Dismal.
Pepto Dismal.
She's a beauty.
Are you going to have the engine rebuilt, or?
I don't know. Right now, I need to focus on getting my Corvette done. And then
That's what I want to hear.
And then after that, then I work. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because this is the second car you finagled this week.
in 1 week.
This isn't even the first one. This is the
No.
second.
So it's like, and this one wasn't even planned, but you know.
So tell us about
You
the
had
first
a
one.
plan. When you were racing that Prius, you put your foot through the floorboard,
Dude,
knowing the motorhome engine was going to expire.
Listen, to be
While
honest
losing, you were losing, and you didn't back
No.
up. You're like, I'm getting a discount. I'm getting a discount.
Look, to be honest with you, that thing's like wraps at like 70 mile an hour. It's 4,000 RPM, and we were already there. So when the Prius took off, I said, I got this. I actually coerced him.
You're like, I got this discount.
Yeah. The bundle discount.
State Farm this.
And then next thing you know, I kind of, what is this dude doing? Let him do him. And then it blew up. No, but I got that 60, which is really cool. I've been wanting one of
60
them.
what? So you're
60 Biscayne. It was Freiberger and I were
It was an
driving.
Impala.
Huh? No, it's a Biscayne.
Everybody's been telling me it's an Impala.
Well, people don't know the difference. It's all like in a trim level. Biscayne's the lowest trim level, but it has the least trim, which I like. Impalas are just so much trim and cost too much.
And you guys found that while filming Roadkill on the way out here?
Yeah, so Freiberger and I were driving this, and we were talking about it, like car-wise. And I said, you know, I wish I'd like to find me a 60, but I've actually looked at them for a while. And then we came over to Hill, and boom, it was there. I was like, are you kidding me?
Look at that. Somebody slashed our tires.
No, it's called junk, and your tires are flat. You can't say that.
What you saying an unkind word about Joe Dirte?
Joe, that's not. It can't be Joe Dirte. We've already had Joe Dirte. That is.
You can't name a Camaro Joe Dirte. That's not the car for the movie.
That thing is called Stinky Sanchez. There it is.
I like that.
Don't. That's my bed.
Here.
This is like part of love, bro.
So you slept in here?
Yeah. We went camping.
Does the seat lay all the way back or something?
Well, this one does all the way back, so that I can do a curl fetal position. and then you go to bed because it's like you sleep on a couch.
That's cool.
It's a couch.
This thing's not in that bad of shape.
It's not that bad, period, dude. This is the new school technology. I'm gonna fire this up. Ready?
Let's hear it.
The 80 Murata, Dodge made them in 80 to 82. It has a 400 big block with a 727 transmission and a Dana 60. It's all narrowed up. They don't like a lot of RPM, the stock ones. Now I've seen like Dulcich's, I took the $7,000, so I know I'll handle it, but this fine piece didn't like it. We were running on the interstate, $4,000, 3,800. So we took all back roads back here to the Roadkill nights. And then I kind of raced a Prius and lost on the interstate. But she's hurting a little bit, so that's, I need to fix it. I mean, it's not bad. Look, here's the deal. He came on the side of me. I thought I had the power, but I was already past my power. And then he got on it, and I got on it, and he must have had like 3 other like double D batteries in it because he passed me, and he left me. So I was like, oh, and then as soon as I heard that, he went by me, we heard get it, and then that was enough. Because legit, we pulled off, and we tried putting some motor honey in it, and we tried doing a bunch of stuff, and we just got to a point we just hauled it in. So now this is my new car, and I'm happy because I love Pro Street. I actually like this car.
Obviously, you like Pro Street, whatever it is.
Yeah, you know me, dude. I like oddball cars. I'm not the same guy that likes 57 Chevys. You know that.
Hey,
we talked about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. What?
You throw me under the bus.
I ain't throwing you under the bus. I just put you on the side of it, like on the handicap rail. I'm just telling you, I like it.
I like it too.
Well, the car reminds me of when
straight 90s.
Well, when I was back in high school, a buddy of mine had an 81 Murata that we actually would go cruising around in. So when I saw this thing, that's the first thing I started thinking about was like reminiscent about that. So when we were doing the road trip out here, I loved it. And to be honest with you, when I was younger, one of my first cars I built was an 84 Camaro that was pink and had a scoop just like this. So as I'm driving on the road, it kind of took me back to that. But I got a Pro Street car. I don't care what Newbern got to say.
I said I like it.
But his facial sound totally different.
No, it's nicer than that thing over there.
That's y'all's car. That's y'all's car. I mean, that's y'all's car. I can drive back on a tow dolly and at least look cool. Y'all in trouble. Now, see, the last time...
There's a lot more room in here than I pictured.
Well, yeah. But, you know, the crazy thing is there's a lot of stuff that's on this car that's kind of different. Like this motor shifted off to the side and the back rear end's not straight. But the last time on Roadkill, they just jumped in the car and, you know, jowed it. So I came in before. I wasn't going to break it. I'm driving the car. Sorry, it ain't going to happen. So I did a good tune-up on it. Had to rebuild the carburetor, put new plugs, new cap, new rotor. Had to fix some wiring because the wiring was kind of janked up. But I'll be honest, it made it here. Kinda.
What this car came with from the factory?
Usually they come with like a 318.
So these are V8 cars from the factory?
Yeah. These cars weren't made long. Sometimes people would confuse them with a Magnum. They were just a big car. At that time in the 80s, you didn't have a lot of power. But they were trying to take cars and make them bigger and better and a little bit more sleeker. Like if you wanted to, sometimes you could think this thing looks like a Mustang from the 80s because of all the sharp edges with the long edges. But I mean, I like it. I'm happy I got it. I'm not going to work on it anytime soon. I'm going to finish my Corvette, get that done, then refocus because I bought a 60 Biscayne too. So I want to work on that too. Yeah.
Where's he going now? I might be hungover.
The car's back.
You parked in Mexico. The car's in Michigan, brother. It doesn't run that good.
Yes, it does. Look.
Okay, just leave it. Leave it. Go get your car. I want to see.
What do you want to beg? Let's have a beg. Then I can get it from there to there.
By yourself?
Well, I mean, I could drive it from there to there.
By yourself?
Yeah.
I'll bet lunch.
It'll start and run, and I can drive it from there to there.
I'll bet lunch.
You about ready to be hungry. I'm about ready to eat.
I'm really hungry. If it speeds this up, I'll bet whatever you want. Well, guess I owe Cotten lunch. They made it.
It's on there.
Hey, pop the hood. You really can't hear it knock as bad as it knocks from out here.
It's low. It's
You
a
think
rod
you can
end.
start it one more time? Oh, look at the motorhome engine.
It was on this side.
She's a beaut, Clark. At first, I heard a header rattling. I'm like,
Right.
it's not knocking. And then I revved it up and it went bum, 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 bum,
You
bum,
could
bum,
feel
bum.
it through the intake.
Oh, dude.
It was crazy. We were sitting there when the oil was like warm and it was thin. Man, it was like pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, all right.
A poor 400.
You notice I built the air cleaner because y'all just threw that stuff on there before, so I had to modify it and make the air cleaner look like it's something.
You churched it up right before you destroyed it.
We brought a lot of tools with us on this road trip in the ramp truck, but didn't have to use them really, and didn't expect to have to get a floor jack out today. But we had to take the drive shaft out of his car because he cares about the transmission. Maybe not so much the engine, but you know, you don't want to tow it down the road with the drive shaft spinning, but the front pump not spinning. You know, that'll waste the trim. So we're gonna jack his car up, pull drive shaft out, then he can tow it all the way back to Illinois.
Look at the meats on this beast. 445s. Isn't that what we had on the back of the rubber duck?
445, yep.
Dude. That's a tire right there, boy.
Now I need to get it to come out, but the bad thing is the reason why it's tucked in so far is because you have leaf springs on it, and you see how it doesn't drop far enough. So if we could put some suspension on it, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Maybe come out an inch.
Yep, finish your Corvette.
I am.
Wheel spacer will bring that out an inch for you, easy.
I know, but the rear ends in are crooked. It's offset wrong. Do we have shorter jack stands?
Nah, just ramp truck stuff, big dog stuff. Man stands, that's what we got. Man stands.
Oh, I got shorter jack stands. Hold on.
What do you think the odds are the nose stays on the Daytona all the way home?
I don't know. Did you put more screws in there or something, or is this all just ratchet strap?
I really haven't looked under the car. I don't even know how it's attached other than the two ratchet straps that it seem to be holding it on.
Did the hood get bounded down pretty good? Because when it came, we saw it yesterday, didn't have it.
We have drywall screws through the hood pins with zip ties on each side of them, keep them in place. We have a ratchet strap over the back of the hood because there's no hinges. And then we put a GoPro on the back window aimed at the wing
So you can see if it flies off.
in case it flies off. I have no other way to transport it. It won't fit in the ramp truck,
No.
so...
It looks crazy because this is like the end of the ramp truck.
Yeah, the back tires are ready to fall off the end of the ramp truck. But dude, that's a unicorn.
You know, it does-
Who
it does
doesn't
look cool.
see that car going down the road and go, that's $1 million car?
Why does it look like garbage?
When you get within 5 feet of it, 50 feet of it, then you realize, no, that's not $1 million car.
It's 100 feet away from
That
it.
is Joe Dirt, but whatever. I love it. And I love that you got this. I'm stoked for you.
Dude,
Enjoy your ride home.
I'm happy.
And
I'm gonna drive
I'll
out.
see you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Do a little faster with Finnegan
Bye,
stuff.
Dave. Yep.
Yeah, and you
I'm
can
out.
see more of that car on the Motor Trend streaming app. Sign up, trust me, totally worth it. This thing's an animal, does wicked burnouts, and you'd love to watch more of it on Motor Trend.
It's already making noise. those welds, because they're like, what, 2 or 3 piece wheels,
Yeah, they squeak.
they kind of crack.
Yeah, they've got the little spacer thing in between the front and the rear part.
When he drove off, I heard the wheels kind of cracking. So I think he'll be okay.
They're an interesting wheel. I'm fired up to get this home and see if that pile of Pro Street wheels we got out of the barn at Paradise Dragway, if anything fits this.
That'll be fun.
Because
Pull these off and just keep bringing over like different sets of Pro Street wheels to try it and see what it looks like.
Because those are not the right size tires or wheels for this car. I've seen this car around. Like, it has changed hands a bunch of times on the internet. I don't know any of the history about when it last ran. I don't know where the nose and the wing came from. I know nothing. I just know that I love looking at it. It's just so ridiculous looking, the wing and the nose. And those two things, you know, elicit an emotion of the Aero Wars, you know, back in the late 60s when the big three were heavily involved in NASCAR. And this car, when it came out, quickly went, oh, pay attention, boys. You're about to get destroyed. You know, even if it didn't have a Hemi under the hood, the aerodynamic advantage had to have been pretty good, you know? So to see one of these on the street or out in the wild, it's just crazy. Yeah, I have no plan other than let's fit a proper set of wheels and tires on it and then take a step back and go, what do we want to do?
Hopefully, by just looking at it, looks like it's got a 5 on 4.5 bolt pattern. It's a smaller 5. I think a lot of the wheels we have at the shop are, some of them I know are 4 or 5 on 4.5, and some are 5 on 5. You gotta go that way.
Yeah, we have dual pattern wheels sitting back there. If we could get those welds, that one set of welds, to fit, that would be incredible.
So we just got a flag down from somebody saying the back window's about to fall out. Oh yeah, it's loose.
The only way for him to really see that, I think, is if it went like that, dude.
Oh, the camera will have a hell of a hell of a view. Oh, yeah, but it's been doing it for a minute.
Dude.
Okay.
So,
gaff tape the hell out of it?
Gorilla tape?
Yeah.
I'll get some.
Did you buy a lemon?
No, this thing's orange. Good. Good. I mean, the window wanted to self-eject. No big deal. Just makes it easier for us to clean. Because you know how much we like to clean. That's from your side.
Well, I got some news last night from Cotten. He didn't exactly make it to his house. Apparently, the wheel studs sheared off the passenger rear wheel. The wheel came off, dropped down. The rotor dropped down into the wheel and literally just cut the wheel in half from the wheel, like the wheel hub out.
That must have been the noise we heard when he pulled away.
Yeah.
But I've heard that noise on that car for a long time, so
he said
I didn't say anything.
Well, he said they pulled the wheels off and re-torqued them at his shop before they left. So he was like, it definitely wasn't loose. So I don't know if they torqued them way too much or if the lug nuts were junk. I don't know what happened, or if the rear end may have locked up.
Maybe Cotton's just got like ridiculously overpowered impact tools.
I wouldn't doubt it. But in the end, a flatbed had to come get it, load it up. I told him to put a big old like a board under it, drag it up on the flatbed, and they took it to his house last night. So yeah, he had a late night.
And now where did we stay last night? We're in Lexington, Kentucky. We got about, I don't know, 6 hours to get home, something like that. We'll go home and test fit some proper fitting wheels on the back of wifey's new whip. It's course, it's all for her. It's not for me.
Yeah, absolutely. It matches her boat.
Yeah. Just because it looks just like Joe Dirte's car doesn't mean that's the reason I bought it.
Can you picture the Daytona behind the Daytona? I know what you did. I know what you did.
It was kind of obvious, I suppose. Sure. It's her Daytona, though, which makes it her Daytona. But as long as I keep buying stuff that I want that are called Daytonas,
Yeah.
they're all for her.
Didn't Mopar come out with like a little bitty car in like the 80s or something that was a Daytona?
Yeah, Dodge Daytona Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want one of those.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
I just turned off.
You better try and at least get to the intersection if it dies again. That was weird. Let's get some diesel. Because I'm quartering the tank. I was just looking at the stoplight and it just like rattled and shut off. Oh goodness. That was weird. Let's hope it doesn't do it again. Right on the end. It's on your side though. Yeah, we're around.
Okay, we're back. Just got diesel. The truck had shut off, sitting at a stoplight in traffic, got it fired up, wasn't idling right, rolled around the corner, filled it up with diesel. When I started it again, it fired right up and died, and I started again and it smoothed right out. So maybe we were just really low on diesel and it sucked in. So somewhere around quarter or an eighth of a tank, with a stock Chevy tank, we need to get fuel. In fact, might as well just tape off that part of the gauge. Like that part of the gauge no longer, it's dead to us. You don't exist. This is not a truck you can drive down to the fuzzy white area. It sounds much better now. I think we're good. All right. On we go.
If this does a red light, we're screwed. There is no shoving this to the red light quickly.
We've pushed it before. Not uphill, but it's not on video, but we actually ran this truck into my house.
Not we. Not we.
It's a good story. We needed to push it into my garage. It was outside of my garage, facing my garage. And my driveway is, it's got a little dip in the middle of it, so it's got a little bit of a hill. And my neighbor's wife was kind enough to get in the truck and steer it. She says, "Does it have brakes?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we got brakes." We didn't have brakes. Anyway, we started pushing. She missed the turn, tried the brakes, and ran it right into the brick facade of my house. I swear it shook the whole house, dude. That's how the original right front fender of the rental Ram truck got a dent in it. It's been replaced because the whole fender was rotten. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hood pins are still legit though. Look at that. Boom.
Those are very special. Those are M1 Concourse drywall screws. Very expensive.
You borrowed those from M1 Concourse?
I saved somebody's tires when I picked them up off the ground.
That's what you did.
And then the whole family around them, I went ahead and just threw them inside some tires over there.
You're a giver.
Somebody was driving by and just told us the back window's blowing out of the car again. And we've never eaten off of exit 141 with the Ferris wheel that's fallen down. And now's as good a time as any to pull over. So we're going to. Not only is the window falling out, but our door's open.
I don't remember this dent.
Yeah, that was there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I didn't know we had a burgundy door under the orange paint. We have a green trunk lid.
What did you buy?
Did we buy a lemon? Is this not numbers matching? I mean, I know rust in a Charger is a factory option. Pretty much everybody got that.
but I don't know about this. What did I do? What did I get myself into?
I've just noticed something.
Huh.
Look what's on the back of this car.
What's on the back of this car?
Cotton's new wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Those will fit the Murata.
Are they big enough?
And they're pretty wide. They're at least 12 wide.
I don't know if the bolt coverage fit.
What the hell we got going on in here? Let's look into the car really well since it's up here. Okay. All right.
This will foreshadow future mods to the ramp truck. As you can see, it just barely fits on there. So clearly we're going to need a longer bed.
Almost home. Snacks. Newbern's going to the bathroom, and then we're out of here. Uh-oh. Holy. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God, we nearly lost it. It didn't break though. This is incredible. I'm gonna go get a lottery tickets. Downside of having no front windshield is all that air that goes in there wants to blow out the back window.
Yeah.
And it did that. We're about 100 miles from home. We'll just carefully wrap it in a blanket and put it in the car with the windshield that's laying in there in the floor.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just glad it didn't fly off and hit somebody's car.
Lady Luck is on our side. I mean, we've stopped no less than 4 times and taped that thing. Just kept applying the tape. I didn't know it was that bad. No idea. Like, we stopped, what's it been, 30 miles since the last time we put tape on it?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have been running like 85.
Oh. That'll do it.
Is this door open? Open the door.
I don't know, but I got a moving blanket in there.
Hold on. I bet it's open. Look at there. Damn. Dude, the door's not even rusted out.
Dude, the floor is nice.
Wow, this car's not bad at all.
Yeah, the factory optional rust apparently was only applied to the back end of the car. Front end seems legit.
The frame rails come through and they've added the trans tunnel, but damn.
There's the
Not a bad car. Perfect spot for
I'm gonna lay this on the floor and we'll just lay that back window in there and keep on trucking.
It's weird having a charger where the door's open.
You know, I hadn't even noticed. I never opened it. I just figured they all are like that. You know, where they don't open, you crawl through the window. I don't get it. That tape is good, dude. It does not want to come off. This bottom edge is what kept this thing from completely ejecting off the car. It was on there good. God.
Here, me trying. Oh. All right, you got it?
I am floored that this did not break. It's incredible. Hopefully it doesn't break on the way home. All right, here we go.
Whew. I wonder if this door opens. Oh, it might.
What are you doing?
You cleaning the shop dog or what? Like a Spider-Man just pooped on your head. I'm glad you're so happy about that. You look great. Thanks for cleaning the shop.
Bo's like, I don't have nothing to do with her.
I was like, I'm not crawling in there. Our previous pro tip totally works. The drywall screw hood pin still intact. Mm-hmm. It's very good. What do you think this is all about? There's an X and a check mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, X marks the good spot in the car.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Because this spot looks better over here.
This is pretty good right here.
Is it?
This, not as good. Good, not as good.
Or it was in a tow yard or something. They were just,
I would love
don't
to know,
crush this car.
I would love to know the history of this car. If anyone out there, because it's been around the internet forever. I know it's changed hands a bunch. Who did this? Who made the clone out of it? Because it's you know, it's not a real Daytona. Let's be clear. We know that. If it was $1 million car, you know, restored, it's not a real Daytona. But man, I like looking at it because it kind of looks like a Daytona.
It looks great.
Yeah.
One broken one.
Tight.
And
Oh, it took the head off. Tight is tight, bro.
Oh boy.
So the shank is stuck in the wheel. Here we go again. This is why you don't have to script automotive television. Everything breaks. Everything's junk. Just wait. You got a show.
why? Why can't it just be simple? Let's unbolt the wheels, try some new ones. No.
Because it's real life, dude. This is how it is. Oh my goodness. Let's see there. Yep. Wow. Broke those good. If the car ran, the move is to just fire the car up, turn right, and drive till the wheel, you know, comes loose.
You know what this means though? The shank of the lug nut is still stuck on the stud. Even if we get the wheel off, the shank is still going to be on the stud. We got to get that off before we can try another set of wheels. Or maybe the wheel will set over that. I'm hoping. So.
Oh yeah, maybe our other wheels have bigger holes. Let's hope for that.
I'm gonna try and get this dent out. It'll make me feel better.
Oh, here we go. It's already looking better. Much better.
All right, cool. All right, this wheel should just come right off now. Nope, it's not.
Want to try the other side?
Sure.
It only has to roll backwards once we're done here. I don't care if there's lug nuts on it or not. That thing's stuck on there.
Okay, that's good.
That's how they're supposed to come off.
Okay, yeah. All right, this is great. All right. Finally.
The only hiccup here is not only do I want the wheel on, but I want both of them on. I want to set them on the ground so we can look at the car.
Damn, that's a big tire.
Okay, that's a Hoosier dirt track tire. Let's grab a tape measure and see what we're working with here. And then we'll go through the stash. Because as you guys remember, when we picked up the rubber duck, we also went through the barn and bought all the old slicks, all the old wide wheels, all the Pro Street starter kits. They're sitting here. And although I don't know if any of them are any good for racing on, they're great for mock-up. Look at those steamrollers. Those are on steel. We're not gonna run those.
Let's go straight to the big boys and see if they fit.
Yeah. We'll go straight to the dream wheels.
You might need a spare for us, huh?
If they got a toter home, they need a brand new wheel for it, because I don't have a toter home. I can't. So are these super chicks? Those are dope. I think those are 34s.
This is what we want.
So this is our holy grail. These are...
That's a 5-on-5 bolt pattern, dude.
That's big. That's not going to fit.
Damn it.
But that rear end's not going to stay in the car.
That's true.
What else we got, though?
Yep. 5-on-5.
505 is like Pro Mod stuff now. That's what Pro Mods are.
Bailey rims.
What about the ones next to it?
What about the Firebird one?
Yeah? What ball pattern is the Firebird? I don't remember.
It's 5-on-4.5 right there, I can tell you.
Looks like
5-on-4.5.
Well, it's a 4. Let's just. What are these?
Where's that one up there?
Oh. That's got 2 patterns, bro.
Yeah, that's a 5 on 4.5. Looks like right there. This is 5 on 4 3/4.
Those are sick looking. Let's throw one of those on. What size is the tire?
A 33/16.
Yeah.
Huge.
All right. But humor me. Unstack these and let's see what those other ones are. Because I'm
All
curious.
those are shot. These
Yeah.
are.
Those are on
That's a
Steelies.
steel wheel.
Yeah, we're not going with that.
These are future tires for the 57.
Fine. Get them out of here.
These are.
Looks like 5 on 4 3/4.
Yeah, those are center lines.
Yeah, those are
These.
Polished too.
So those are center lines, right? These I think are Krager's. These might be. I don't know. These are light as hell. They're lighter than that center line is. Not that this hunk of crap needs a really light wheel, but
Yeah, here's the mate to that guy over there.
oh yeah, these are cool. And they match the front ones. All right,
Yeah.
let's see if they fit. So this isn't necessarily the style of wheel I want to run, but it's a big old tire, so we can use it to test fit, and we can use it to figure out back spacing and width and all that stuff. And you can see the difference. That's what's on the car. So this crusty thing has about, let's say 4.5 inches of back spacing.
Looks more than that. Just visually looking at it, looks more.
Human tape measure, 5. If I had a straight edge, I'd put it on there. It might be 5 inches.
Flip it around. Let me look at it. Oh, it's definitely 5.
Yeah? All right, human tape measure.
How wide is it?
If it's 5, this thing's got to be 12. Got to be 12 if it's 5. 13?
You're over out here.
Am I?
Yeah, you need to come back in some. Well, it's probably close. I'd call it 12. Bead to bead, inside to inside.
Oh, you're going bead to beads. Okay, so you got to make up your mind, because the last time we did this, you were like, it's the outside of the lip. And
No,
I'm like,
that's the back.
it's-
That's the back spacing only.
Oh, okay.
But like,
But width is bead to bead.
I think the width is inside to inside of the bead, but like the
But
back
you're saying
spacing
back spacing is lip to
is the whole
head.
thing. Yes,
Okay.
I could be wrong, but
I mean, it looks like a 13, but call it 12.
it could be. I mean, it could.
Well, if you're going, okay, hold on. If you're correct,
Go through one of the little holes.
And I
Get
think
closer. Go through one of the small holes.
if you're correct, and I think that you are, there's the bead, and there's the bead. That's a 12,
Yeah, it's 12.
which makes sense. And then if you go here to the lip,
Yeah,
5 inches.
definitely 5 inches.
This is what we needed on Blasphemy. Not that style of wheel, but those are the dimensions we need, because then Blasphemy's wheel wouldn't stick out so far.
It looks like a Ford Ranger wheel.
All right, so then this one, if you go bead to bead, all right, I'm on one bead. Can you look at the other one?
Yeah, it's looks to be 14 to 15 inches wide. Hard to tell.
All right, and then
It's got 7-inch back space.
well, no, if you're going to the lip, are you going to the lip now?
7.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's hold on. Here, I'll jack the car up some more.
Okay. This is going to be awesome. The moment we've all been waiting for.
You look like a drag week guy now, trying to put your slicks on to go to the track and having to let the air out of them to get past the quarter panels. That looks tucked in really far.
The axles keep spinning.
Yeah, there's nothing to connect them, so. That is tucked way in there.
Do I have clearance to the inside? Because
Is the rear end centered in the car? Let me see here. You're pretty close to the frame and the leaf spring.
the tire's completely aired down, so it's got a hell of a sidewall kick out. But
Let's put air in it.
so the first thing I'm seeing, this is going to hit the quarter panel over here, even though it's like probably 5 inches in too far. You're not going to be able to air the tire. It's going to hit the front over here.
Because of the diameter or the width?
The diameter. It's already it's a half inch away right now. By the time you air this thing up, it's going to be all in the front of this quarter panel.
Okay, so whatever this diameter is, we got to go smaller, which is a bummer.
Well, here's the sucky part. When you bring this wheel and tire out to where it looks right, it gets worse. This tapers out further, so.
What I'm wondering is the wheel centered in the wheel well, or does it need to come backwards? We don't know that this car's even built right, you know what I mean? Like back up, because that looks. Which part of the quarter panel? The bottom part?
Right there. Like right,
The bottom corner?
yeah.
All right, that's trimmable.
Yeah. Basically, if you air this thing up, it's going to hit right here. And then the further you bring this tire out, it's going to get even more into all this right here.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's already up. It's already there.
Yeah, you'd have to trim the quarter panel. But it needs to come out. It looks goofy.
Oh,
the way
absolutely.
It is, It's, the rear end could be wider. You could maintain the back spacing and the rear end could be wider. There's also no brakes on this thing. So it's going to come out like 3/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
So these are the dream right here. These are wheels that we bought out of the barn, Paradise Dragway. And we've never been able to run them on anything because of the big bolt pattern. And they're just huge. That is a 15 by 17 with a 33 by 17 Goodyear radial. And although it says it's a 33 by 17, the tread, it's wider than 17. The tread is 17 and a half. Like they're giant. Absolute monstrous. It's a multi-piece wheel. I believe it's an old weld. Where is it?
Check the back.
No, it's a Cragar. That's right. These were the Cragars. Is that a crack? No. Okay. Yeah, this is an old set of Cragars. And I believe one of these wheels had WJ written on it. And so in my mind, I like to pretend these are Warren Johnson's old wheels. They're probably not, but it probably meant like, what would Jesus do or something? But I'm going to pretend these are Warren Johnson's wheels. And we're going to run them on the Daytona. Look how much bigger they are than what was on the car. Okay, so all I got to do is measure these, measure the distance between the quarter panels, and then order a rear end for this thing.
The tires, I think you're going to have to, it's been so much wider than the wheel kind of makes me nervous because there's a greater chance of it popping off the bead, even though it's got screws in it. But I don't know, it just freaks me out because it's so much wider than the actual wheel.
Oh, we don't have to put a 17-inch.
Well, the wheels are
Wide
15 by
tire.
16s.
Right, but it's a 17-inch
Right.
tire. We don't have to
Let's
do
just
that.
get an actual 16.
Yeah, it's giant. There's what came on the car. This is what we want to put on the car.
Fine, I'll hold it another just.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Give me a hammer, I'll knock all them studs out.
Okay. That is all the tire.
All right, now start easing it down.
Here we go.
Oh God, left-handed, one-handed. Oh,
So you're nowhere near the leaf springs.
go a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Okay. Bo is supervising.
Okay, stop. Okay.
Oh, it's hard to. I can't. I can't record when you're here. What'd you say?
So you're nowhere near anything back there?
I got attacked by a dog. I wasn't looking. Wow, that looks good. I mean, it's not on the axle at all, but it fills it up back here so much better. Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Ease it down a little bit.
Okay. Look at, yeah, you're nowhere near the leaf spring. You can go back. Oh, come here. Go play. Okay, here we go. Coming down. Oh, you're bumping the GoPro. Go play. Back here, you have 4 inches to the leaf spring. Is it up on the axle flange?
No, the studs are holding it off. So you go another inch.
Okay, so we have plenty of. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That looks so good, dude. Yeah, all we do is cut the quarter to match the trailing edge of the quarter.
It ain't gonna take much either. Like you could either go with like a 1 inch smaller diameter in tire, and that way it's just less trimming on the fender, but it'll still be just massive. Which I don't know. That tire looks pretty good on there. Like
it looks really good on there.
And it's gonna be lower. Like that's just all.
Yeah.
I can go.
Oh yeah. No, I want the car lower. Like.
I'd say like 4 inches lower.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
You'll have to let the air out of the tires to get the wheel on, but it'll be totally worth it. All right. Now, to further our plan, we'll go into the storage room and get out 2 important parts. Pretty much the whole reason we want to continue with the Pro Street vibe on this car. I know that in the past, I may have led you astray. I may have given you the impression that there is nothing sacred in the automotive world. There is no year, make, model that I am unwilling to cut up, engine swap, and offend half the people out there. Case in point, Death Metal Charger, 68 Charger, classic body design. What did I do? Got together with my friends, stuck a Toyota 2JZ in it because it made me happy. 55 Chevy Bel Air blasted me. Why not put a Hemi in it, Nobody else did. Let's do it. But this thing, I have a certain level of respect for. Yes, this is not a real Dodge Daytona, but man, it looks cool playing the part. And so, I'm literally gonna build this car around a single part that I have in my collection. Let me show you. This is the ultra rare dual plug water jacketed aluminum Chrysler Hemi head. And I only have one of them. I don't even have both these heads, and yet I still want to build this car around this head and all of the other leftover parts from Blasphemy. I still have the 8-stack injection off the original Hemi. I still have the G-Force 5-speed gearbox. And we are going to put together a really rough and shoddy, badass Pro Street big tire burnout machine that we can cruise down the street with. Because why not? So yes, for once, a Hemi in a car that could have come with a Hemi. Just not this one.
I gotta see what it looks like from the front.
Dude, it's bananas.
Oh, damn. Yes, it's not gonna be that high, but I can get the picture.
Yeah, right?
Does that say 74? June 74?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the date they were made?
Could be. My friend Hunter from J&S East Valley Garage in California has the other head. And he has old school top fuel aluminum engine blocks that all have been windowed, that all need re-sleeving. But we're gonna use his used parts, my used parts, put together an injected, awesome street car engine for this.
With dual distributors.
Yeah, 2 distributor, because 2 spark plugs per cylinder. And yeah, we're not running nitro and we don't need it, but man, will that look cool.
So, where do you get valve covers for this?
Probably eBay, because I don't have them and I don't know if he has them. They won't be cheap, but they'll be worth it. Maybe you'll see that. Well, you will see that eventually on Finnegan's Garage.
You might want to start looking for valve covers like ASAP.
Yeah.